Do you have a phobia?
Like a fear of something?
Hold on, my microphone's on my jacket. Let's try that again. Yes, do you have a fear, a phobia?
Of falling and getting hurt, I guess.
Falling and getting hurt, okay. Do you have any others, like fear of the ocean or the dark or spiders?
I don't like spiders.
You don't like spiders? Very interesting that you said, I don't like spiders. Not that I'm afraid of spiders.
I'm afraid of spiders, yeah. Both of them.
I think it's more accurate what you said the first time.
I don't like
So check this out. So I was doing a coaches training in Oregon. Oh, no, Washington, sorry. And I asked all the coaches the same thing. And this one coach was like, yeah, I have a fear of Australian jumping spiders. And I was like, okay, that's oddly specific. I was like, can I ask you a question? When was the last time you were in Australia? She was like, oh, I've never been to Australia. So I said, are we safe to assume you're more afraid of the idea of an Australian jumping spider than you are actually of being close to one?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, totally. I say that to say, most of us, when we are uncomfortable with something, whether it's being alone, or whether it's, spiders, we're usually more afraid of the feelings that are associated with the discomfort than we are of the actual thing. For instance, I tell people that I have cetophobia, which is a fear of whales, and people laugh. I'm not afraid of whales. Like, whales are beautiful creatures. They creep me out a little bit because of this movie I saw when I was a kid. But I'm not afraid of whales. I'm uncomfortable with the idea of being in the middle of the ocean and having something the size of a dinosaur swim up next to me. That thought makes me uncomfortable. But the reason that we have phobias and that we say we're afraid of spiders or we're afraid, like, there's so many thousands of species of spiders. You can't tell me which spider you're afraid of. You just don't like spiders. It's so much easier for you to say that than for you to get specific and say, well, they make me feel uncomfortable. They make me feel alone. I don't like being lonely because I don't like the thought and feeling. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to do that every time.
Yeah.
So it's easier for us to just say, oh, I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of whales. I'm afraid of the dark. Be specific. The more specific you can be with what you're afraid of and why, the more you can understand exactly what you need to condition so that, like you said, you're comfortable being uncomfortable.